Hey guys, it's your boy Deepo. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. And today we are back with some more Space Marine 2 content. And it seems like the devs have been listening. It seems like these developers cannot do any wrong at the moment. But I don't want to jinx it because it was the same with Helldivers 2 and look where that ended up. But anyways, back to Space Marine 2. So, they've launched their community platform and they've been going through your questions. Some of these have very significant importance, some don't, but we'll go through them together. But guys, remember how I made a video of the classes I want to see and you guys were like, oh no, it's too outlandish. Well, think twice. Seems like they are considering new classes in upcoming updates. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So here we have the roadmap, nothing new. So first things first, connectivity issues. So they're saying, we know some of you are experiencing server issues, loss of save, or impossibility to connect with friends. We are ramping up our server capacity to reduce the load on them and are working day and night to reduce the issue. So they actually probably thought there's no way they're going to hit the amount of players they did and have the sort of consistency of numbers as they have. So this is a top priority for the team. A bigger patch is planned soon to improve this topic further alongside new content. That is freaking amazing. As long as they keep smashing out new patches and new content, this game is going to go a long way. So AI bots. So they're saying the bots in single player in particular inefficient, making solo games significantly harder. I can vouch for this, they're freaking useless. And you suggest we work on them. According to you, they don't participate in focusing on objectives or don't do enough in that situation. Because I play on the hardest difficulty, they are freaking useless. Like, they'll come and pick you up, but aside from that, they are absolutely horrid. Like, they cannot do anything. There was this one mission where I had to like clear the towers of Tyranids, and they just stood there while I was just shooting everything. So they're saying the bots seem a bit passive because we don't want to take the spotlight from the player. Yeah, okay. However, they can sometimes be a bit too passive. In the next patch, we have a few improvements of the behavior against boss fights in the campaign. We're also considering improving their involvement during specific objectives in the campaign for a later patch. Okay, fair enough. Campaign. Veteran difficulty is said to be too hard in solo and the bots don't help with objectives. It's not that it's too hard, it's just the bots are freaking useless. If the bots were more useful, this will be a much more better experience. We'll adjust veteran difficulty in the future pass. It will remain challenging, but will be slightly more fair because we tweak AI aggressiveness with difficulty. That's exactly what the problem is. Other difficulties will remain untouched. Okay, fair enough. Now let's move towards PvE. So balancing. They're saying Assault is often listed as less powerful than other classes. The jump pack in PvE loses versatility compared to the one in the campaign. Yes, because Assault class sucks at the moment. It has the potential to be the coolest class, but you're so vulnerable and the risk versus reward is not there. You definitely should not risk it to get the biscuit in this case. Wait for the patch. We're still collecting data on this issue to see how we can work on it. They can collect all the data they want, and the issue will be there, it's in their face. The blocking weapon trait is seen by the community as a bad thing for melee weapons, as it removes the potential for mastery because there is no perfect power window. So we fully agree that this is a bummer and will definitely make changes in future patch. So this is confirmed. So the blocking weapon trait will be fixed somewhat going forward, that's a guarantee. Bolt rifle family is underperforming while melt gun is considered OP. And this is their answer, right? We've noticed a bug where the melt allows the user to heal above the contested health. We aim to fix this in the next patch. As for the rest of the weapon balancing, we hear you, and some weapons can under-deliver on the power fantasy at high difficulty levels. We also recognize the enemies can be bullet spongy on high difficulty, which is not much fun. That's the core issue, rather than the bolters themselves. For now, we are testing some tweaks in difficulty to make the enemies have less health, but keep the engaging difficulty. So, yeah, look, I agree with him here. It's difficult to strike that balance between bullet sponginess and difficulty, but also making him extra bullet spongy is taking the easy way out as well. Like, make him flank you, make him be more aggressive, make him think more tactically. But bullet sponginess is never the answer. Like, take Starfield for example. Like, it's just not fun. Not fun pumping 150 to 200 rounds to an enemy to have half of their bar go away. Like, it just should not be that way. Alright, moving down to quality of life. You asked to be you asked to be able to have several of the same class in operations mode. There is also frustration in matchmaking when two players want to be the same class. Absolutely. For now, we are focusing on improving matchmaking so that you will not matchmake with players of the same class. This is not an easy fix, so it will take us some time to roll it out. As for using the same class, we don't want to change that rule for regular matchmaking, but we are considering it as an expansion of private lobbies in the future. It will take us time to finish it. So this is a frustration, especially in PvP. But also, if you are loading with an assault class, nothing is stopping you from changing it to heavy or anything like that. So I don't know how they're gonna fix this. I don't know how they're gonna fix this because people will be rotating classes all the time. But anyways, I'm curious to see how they're going to do it. My suggestion is just make it 3 instead of 2, but anyways. It was observed that players tend to show toxic behavior as they get kicked late during a game made by a group of friends to let their friends get the experience. Yeah, that is a bit toxic. We understand this is unfair and each player will receive XP based on his actual involvement in the mission. That is toxic as yeah, don't do that, that is dirty. Saved loadouts don't include skill 3 customization, making them less relevant. This is not a priority for us at the moment, so that's not going to be changing anytime soon. Matchmaking in PvP. Alright, so you have suggested making it possible to tag as a squad of 6. We understand this need. We want to add custom PvP lobbies and give players more control over the match. For example, frag limit, class restriction, etc. It's not that easy to make and it takes time. Okay, fair enough. So please bear with us while we work on it and we'll let you know when we have clearer visibility on when it will be released. So, fair point. Though guys, I don't think PvP is a priority. I'll be completely honest with you here. The meat, the juice of this, I think. If we look at the numbers, if they ever publish numbers, you'll see majority will be PvE. I think there'll be more people playing PvE, there'll be people playing the campaign. So I think all of the content going forward will probably rest within the PvE sphere. Don't hold me to it, but that's just my take on it. Balancing. Alright, it was brought to attention that shock grenades are OP, also many of you consider to be melee underpowered. I think melee is at a good spot. I mean, how much more power do you want to... Oh, look, here's the thing. Different weapons should have different power curve, and power sword should hit harder than a chainsword. Thunder hammer should be stronger than anything probably. Melee can offer, so... The risk and the reward there is not just there, and bolters seem to dominate PvP, so yeah. Assault is considered weak in PvP, Bulwark is overpowered in capturing zone, and Heavy is overpowered, too much damage for its durability. You can out damage Heavy as Assault with a Heavy bolter. You can, but yes, Heavy is in a very good spot at the moment. Bulwark overpowered, but Bulwark is a one-trick pony. If you take away their power to hold, then what do they have left? That's just a little bit stupid. Tweak Heavy, but Bulwark should not be tweaked. Regarding PvP balancing, we're currently reading and crunching the data. We don't want to make rash decisions before seeing the global picture. At the moment, we're checking the most common topics such as melee balancing, shock grenades, Bulwark and Heavy being too present in capture game modes. But that's exactly what it's designed for. Expect some tweaks in the first big content patch, but not before. Okay, fair enough. So they will be doing some balancing. Then we have no team balancing after matches creates unbalanced matches for several. Wait, what? No team balancing after matches creates unbalanced matches for several matches in a row. So we have heard this many times and want to improve this in future patches. We're looking into it. Okay, fair enough. Spawning. Holy moly! How many times have you guys been spawn trapped? So this will be tweaked with some parameters in future patch. Will implement spawn protection. Well, thank F for that. Alright, most upvoted topics on focus together. Let's see. Are we getting new color for the lenses? Yes, we're getting new color lenses. You asked to pick Chaos Spaceman regions you wanted for every class. Okay, so there's a problem here. So they're saying there are many law restrictions preventing us from doing this. So this is a blessing and a curse. For instance, we cannot make a sniper with a World Eater armor. It is very tricky to match armor pieces for Chaos. Armor pieces have different sizes and styles, will clip through each other, etc. Also in PvP it is important to be able to recognize the enemy's class. Okay, and we want to keep the visual identity for each of them now. For now, okay, cool. Now we'll not keep it as it is and would like to expand chaos customization, but the reality is they won't be as modular as the loyalist. Fair call, fair call. So they do have restrictions by Game Workshop as to how far they can go. Many of you asked for new classes. Here we go. This is it. So that is definitely something we are heavily discussing. Adding a new class is quite heavy on the production, as we'll need to create all the customization, PvP, chaos model variant, and animation set depending on what we go for. We'll keep you updated on this topic. I think this will come. This will 100% come. It just will not be as many classes as one may think. We might get one a year, but no more than that. We might get like a huge DLC and get that one class a year, but yeah, for now you have the ones that you have to choose from, and that's the end of it. So about the missing armor colors, we aim to expand specific color masks such as hand, decals, or face mask in upcoming patches. We'll be adding all successor chapters eventually. Fair. I mean, I expect as much. That's pretty much just reskins. Adding new melee weapons. So new melee weapons would definitely be an extremely cool addition. Making a weapon and designing it is fine, but we need to make all finish animation for it, and it will take time. Fair enough, but they're not ruling it out. I think we get new melee weapons down the track for sure. Claymores will be freaking awesome, among other things. I mean, Bullock without the shield and just running with a claymore. Or an assault with like a two-handed sword, that would be awesome. So, customizing your interface, not a quick fix, but we'll add an option. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done this. That's just dumb. A lot of games have that option at the moment. Optimizing PvP crossplay, so we need more time to discuss that. Custom PvP lobbies will solve a good part of the issue. Fair enough. Thunderhawk customization, so doing full Battle Barge and Thunderhawk customization is very cool, but not on their priority list. Okay, fair enough. So they're gonna focus on new maps instead. So yep, little bit of a bummer for us purists, but it is what it is. So Pyre Blaster in PvE or PvP, we'll add it, but it will take some time because of visual and gameplay progression. We'll keep you updated. Cool. To be able to customize squad AI mates, I don't think why that's a problem. They should have had that from launch. Delete custom armor profile, they're also working on it. Now, FOV slider and shoulder swap, I have bad news for you because they're not going to do it. They're not something they're comfortable with. Simple as that. Takes them too long. The game is designed to be a specifically like a third person. Blah 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 blah. Short story, it's not happening. And shoulder swap, if we are to implement shoulder swap, we'll need to support it for all melee animations and transitions, because everything in melee combat was made based on the fact that you hold pistol in the left hand and melee weapon on the right hand because it looks badass. Okay, fair enough. Nevertheless, shoulder swap is a feature we will not add in the game. So you're not getting shoulder swap and you are not getting the FOV slider. That's just how it is. Get rid of the class restrictions on cloaks and tabards. No, they will not, because they are the part of the class identity. So this change will not be happening either. So frames on a gun strike. So gun strikes are risk reward action. It is very easy to spam. We specifically did not put an iframe on it for balancing reasons, and we're not looking to change this intention. Okay, so it's not happening. Anyways, that's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts, whether or not you think this will be something significant or not, or do you think they're going to change their mind going forward. It seems like they have a lot of updates planned, so stay tuned. This game will be off the charts going forward. As always, thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time, and I hope to catch you next video. Peace.